I'm Twee, and I will be giving you basic tips that are important if you just started playing Dota or want to improve. So, I am here to talk about creeps and how to block them. No, not that kind of creep. Now, those are the kind of creeps that I'm talking about. Creeps are basic units in Dota that can belong to either faction. The Dire, which is on the right side where it's red and things look like they're dying, or the Radiant, which is on the left side where it's green and full of life. They grant a set gold and experience amount when killed. Creep blocking is an essential thing to do in Dota in the beginning of the game. It is when you physically block their path with your hero's body, causing them to take longer to reach the middle of the lane. Creeps will spawn near the tower in the base when the clock ticks down to 0. To creep block, you use the stop command. Initially it is the S key, but you can change it to whatever works best for you. You can also move in a pattern that slows their movement by zigzagging, or use a combination of both methods. Creep blocking helps laning easier by Creep blocking helps make laning easier by having the creeps closer to your tower. You are safer to farm while your lane opponent is put more at risk. This is called changing the creep equilibrium, but we will talk more about it in a future video. Creep blocking for mid lane gives you a better positional advantage when you get to be on your side of the river due to stairs. There are things in Dota called high ground and low ground. For instance, being on top of the stairs grant more vision as opposed to being in the river. You are also hidden from enemies' vision, which is known as the fog of war. More details will come in later videos. There is also a 25% mischance penalty for range heroes when attacking uphill, as seen in this clip. I personally think things like this is what makes Dota awesome. Be careful not to overblock, which is when enemy creeps end up at your tower early on. Certain heroes have difficulty last hitting under tower, and that ruins your advantage as you can end up having a lower creep score than your opponent. As a result, you end up with less gold than them to buy items. It also causes your lane to push. Here are some tips you can use for creep blocking. Let one range creep ahead. It is good for all lanes. There's a lot to discuss about why and how, which I will talk about in my creep equilibrium video. Double tapping and holding your hero's select key or double clicking your hero's portrait makes it easier to creep block. You have all this knowledge gained from this video and want to practice it, but you don't quite feel comfortable being in a real match yet. So what are your other options? Well, I'm here to tell you. One option is to create a custom game. Enable cheats to give yourself lots of gold, no cooldown, and make creeps spawn anytime. Once you start up a custom game, you type in -gold 99999 for lots of gold, -WTF for no cooldown, and -spawn creeps to make creeps spawn at your will. Each lane is different, so make sure to practice them all. To do this, you buy a blink dagger and TP scrolls, so you can cycle through each lane every time creep spawns, which is every 30 seconds. If you want to practice against a real person but still not yet comfortable playing in a real match, you can do a practice 1v1.
Let's get those Radiant nerds. Hey, what the?
Why don't we just go around him?
Yeah, let's do that. What? Oh my god, what the fuck?
And so that concludes this tutorial on how to Dota in the 7.0 patch. I would love to hear your feedback and hope to deliver better content each time. While I had moments where I wanted to flip my table, I also had so much fun making this video. So feel free to drop a comment down below. Until next time, my name is Twee. Thank you for watching.
Follow me and see see how it's done.